G'day, welcome to Yoda's ACM practice number 4. This time I'm up against Arch, another TFK member, and I'm going to do things a bit differently in this one. I haven't put my POV insert on the bottom left hand side, but I have added the lift vector line and where the nose is pointing. That gives me a bit more information on what I'm doing and when I'm doing things wrong. And I think this series of battles turns out to be a really good example of where whoever makes the biggest mistake first actually loses the battle. So, here we go. Round 1. Here we are, pretty standard approach. And the merge. I'm going for different speeds again, different techniques of how hard I pull. Here Arches for a climbing left hand turn. I've just gone for a horizontal. I pulled really hard there, quite a lot of G. One of the things you notice is on the lift vector line, the length of it and the colour of it will change. The longer it is, the harder you're pulling on the stick, the more G's you're applying, and it will turn further red. So Arch has gone high. I'm just following him up, going into a lag pursuit. But for some reason Arch seems to pull up and stall here. I don't know what's happening, so I'm just keeping an eye on what he's doing, and I think that was the mistake. Off he comes tumbling down. I'm well faster than him. He gets his nose pointed down. He's in behind me. I'm just pulling around, trying to keep my lift vector towards him. And we enter this good old spiral again. Fights turn neutral. We're both at the same sort of speed, both pulling the same sort of G's. I look down on us. I get a snapshot. Arch reverses, immediately gives me a position on him. So I think that's the first mistake. When he reversed in front of me, I suddenly got the 6 o'clock position. All I need to do now is to hold it. Again, he reverses in front of me. I've got time. Pull up, go into lag. You see my lift vector mark was really dark and hard. That means I was pulling maximum G. He reverses, goes underneath me, and gets immediately good position. So that was a really good move, but I had much more speed than him, so I can continue. I pull up, again I go into a very hard full G turn, got up to 8 Gs there, you saw the line almost go black. Snapshot, I knew it wasn't going to get me, I was well in front of him. So I lost my position. Oh, where are we going here? Yep. Now we go into a bit of a vertical scissors, rolling scissors. I'm trying really hard to keep my lift vector on him all the time. I see Arch is pointing his quite high compared to me. If I look down on us, how are we going for angles? It's kind of neutral at this stage. Very similar sort of speeds, but it looks like I'm getting a slight advantage. That was only temporary. Now we're very low and quite slow. And with all this practice, I've become quite comfortable at flying the Hornet slow. So I'm not particularly concerned about what's happening with the aircraft here. If we look down, and here's a mistake from Arch. He unloads and pulls out. Basically in front of me, once again, I've got the 6 o'clock position. I'm pulling lead, take a shot. Solidly in a 6 here. And get a nick on him. I'm blowing some of my energy by pulling much tighter there. He reverses again in front of me. And I get another shot on him. And he bangs out. End of round 1. 1 to me. Let's set up for 2. So 2 starts off very much the same way. I'm going to move this fast forward a wee bit. And we're away. Interesting, we both approach pretty much the same speed. This time I've gone for a vertical climb. See the red line on the lift vector is pretty long, so I'm giving it full stick backwards. And this is a classic dogfight for me. So Arch has gone up to a nice smooth climb. He's retained his speed. I've looped over much slower. I'm not going to be enticed up, so I'm just keeping an eye on him, trying to figure out what he's going to be. I think I've got the good angles at this stage if we look down upon us. Here he comes looping down, pulling into me. I'll make it hard by turning into him, try and create a bit more descent for him. It's looking good for him, but I'm just going to roll under. He gets a good shot, and again, to be honest, I wasn't expecting that. That was a lazy turn from me. He's in good position on the 6, and I like how Arch is able to stay behind here. Actually, another good gun skill. At this stage, my aircraft is just no longer responding, and I just go into a flat spin and die. My mistake there was back, and this lazy curve I did, as he was coming down on me, I should have turned much harder into him, but just took it too easy. Simple mistake, easy way to lose the battle. Let's go to 3. 1, 2, 3. There you go, move it in. Once again, we're very similar on the approach speeds. I don't know if he's trying to keep a specific speed or not. Into the merge. He's gone to the left, so have I. Both pulling similar G's. So our corners, I retain it a bit longer, so I can get round. I seem to get round quicker here, getting some better angles. But I've lost a lot of speed to do that. Arch is maintaining a nice sort of curve. I'm pulling a pure pursuit, slightly lead where I can to close the gap. Now into lag, pulling him behind him, thinking I've got this position. He reverses again in front of me. I'm not sure that was a good idea, but he had plenty of speed and nothing to worry about. This turns out to be a good move because I get suckered into this. He's going pretty fast, pulling a steady turn. I'm half the speed he is, and getting really good angles here, thinking I can take a snap. All of a sudden Arch pulls in tight turn. I crank on the stick as hard as I can, thinking I'll get it, and then all I do is stall out. Now Archer has all the energy and all the time in the world to get me. That was basically a rope of dope in the horizontal. Bad, classic mistake by me. Nice shot from Arch. That effectively takes round 3. 2 to him, 1 to me. My aircraft was pretty badly damaged at this stage. We'll just fast forward on to round 4. Good flying by Arch in that case. Again, it's the first person to make the mistake, and that was me and that rope of dope. Here we go, speed this up a bit. Right, here we go, into the merge yet again. Very similar to last time. You'll see by the effector lines, we're both pulling hard. See what the turns are like. Archer's got a better turn on there. At one stage he went up to 8 Gs. Now I've eased off. We have a height difference. I'm just waiting for him to come under me, then I'll pull down and on top of him. I've gone underneath Arch. I don't think that was too much of a problem, because I still had plenty of speed and good manoeuvrability, keeping my lift vector on him. And here Arch, we're going into this descending spiral again. Just keeping each other tightly together. Both of us turning as hard as we can. And here Arch extends a wee bit. But he gained a whole lot of speed. Converts that back into turning. Improves his angles, but we're basically back to neutral. And here's, I think, the first mistake. He reverses in front of me, when perhaps he should have kept on turning. Nice turn back in though. I should have had a snapshot there. Didn't take it. And I have a slight angles advantage on him. But he has more speed. I release the stick. Again, he starts pulling tight. As I say, we're quite evenly matched. Another mistake by Archie. Reverses again in front of me. Kept the turn on, that would have been much even. I try to pull a bit of lead to close the gap. Take a shot. Take a shot. Particularly good shooting. But I've got speed to dump here. Really tight turns for both of us. He's trying to keep out of my gun shooting. He runs out of speed. I can get nose on, take the shot twice. And again. And again. Archer's plane is damaged. And he bangs out. And that was 4. Let's go to the next round. Two all, I believe. Fast forward this a wee bit. And we're in at the merge again. Almost identical speeds last time. This time Arch goes inverted, pulls down. Both of us again cranking hard on the stick. Now he remains low, but still pulling a lot of G's. Ooh, He's pulling 5Gs here. If I zoom out, get a bit of view of what's happened. He's well lower. Gives me ample space to roll on top and pull down. And with that vertical separation, I can regain any speed I've lost or any energy I've lost through diving down. Now Arch is extended out in a straight line, effectively just allowed me to get on as 6. That was the biggest mistake in this one. Not sure why you did that, Arch. If you can remember why you did this, drop me a line and tell me. There must have been some cunning plan. So we're both quite evenly matched for speeds. I'm just slowly trying to cut the corner, pulling a slight bit of lead. Here he goes, turning backwards and back towards him. I guess he's just keeping an eye on me, is he? He's flying pretty level. And I'm just chipping away at that gap. Now he's pulling really hard, tightening it up. I go into lag, so I can't outturn him there. Again, he reverses directly in front of me, just giving me an easy 6 position. But we're still flying pretty fast. I yank on the G there. Just trying to get a good guns position. Going into lead. Take the shot. Get a hit. He reverses. Goes under. I'm just keeping out of his way. Thinking I've got a good kill. And he bangs out. So what's that, 5? Let's go to the next one. Into the merge. Basically doing the same as each time. None of us trying to fake each other out. Similar turns. Let's have a look at the turn radius. Okay. I'm getting it slower, so I'm getting the nose around a whole lot quicker here. But he's kept his momentum up. I ease my turn. He goes down and underneath me. And extends away from me. So I just roll straight back down on top of him, thinking he's going to go for another level flight. I can snap him behind. But he pulls up really hard here and reverses back towards me. This takes me by surprise, and we go for a head-on. This is just a crapshoot, so it's not really who wins that one, it's who's the luckiest. We both extend, come back at each other. Very similar profiles, similar speeds, similar G. And if memory serves me, this is another head-on. And I get the shot. However, if we just roll back a wee bit there, as we come in for this head-on, look at Archer's with his nose is pointing. He actually points away from me and giving me a belly shot. Here it is here. That should have been a head-to-head, but he gave me every opportunity. So that was another mistake that basically gave the game away. We'll roll on to the last one. I think that's about there. Is it 4-2 to me? Alright, here we are. Last one. I'll zoom that forward a wee bit. Here we go. Actually, Archer's a bit faster than previous times. Straight in. This time he goes up. I go for another hard horizontal turn. Vertical should have given him a better turning radius here. and we're staying neutral. I've climbed slightly. Okay, turning back into each other. Kind of like the last one. Hopefully it's not a head-to-head. He gets good angles on me. Should have a shot here. And for whatever reason, he didn't take it. I pull back in towards him. Speeds are similar. He has gone to the vertical. Pulled a nice turn over the top. I'm yanking it in behind him here. This is a good battle. I'm slow at the top. But Arch again extends away. Give me the opportunity to slip down on his 6 again. I think that was a mistake. So I've got really good position. Good angles. I'm a little bit slow, but I can cut the corner. Although I'm still flying. Lag. Starting to pull pure. Going to lead. Going to take a snap, am I? No, I missed the shot. And again, and I'm still on a 6 though. Now he's flying slower. That's a good move, he rolls into me. Learning my lessons from the flights with Woody. I don't want to get out, go too fast, get out in front, and when I do get fast I pull away. Get some separation. Arch rolls back underneath me. That's a Woody move. And I wait and then follow. Evenly matched. Now he's reversed back again in front of me. This gives me good angles again. Do I get a snap? I didn't take it. I was on too low. And again Arch rolls towards me. He must be fairly tight here. Okay, so I've given the game away. That was a great turn by Arch. I'm extending and picking up speed. Now I yank hard on the stick to turn back into him. So I let him get on my 6. He takes a snap. Misses, thank goodness. He's in really good position. That's because of that turn back in, I guess. We're back in a low neutral turning fight. I'm pretty comfortable with this. Now, what's our angles like? Turning. I've got a bit more speed, so I'm able to get around a bit quicker. I'm spending my excess energy into turn performance. Getting some angles on them. Take a shot, get the kill. So that was the end of that. That was at 5-2. But that could have gone either way, anyway. And it's all about, making those mistakes. We both turned in front of each other, giving each other's 6 away. I guess if you don't make mistakes, you don't lose. This time I'll go and do some offline practice for a while, see if I can improve. Until next time.